100% in your business name. Welcome, 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 guys. Let's run this back again. All right, let's run this back again. All right, this is our second time. Unfortunately, guys, I had to jump off before because I had an order being delivered from DoorDash and the lady could not get in the gate. Okay, so we are back tonight. Prayerfully, everybody can hop back on. Shout out to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. We are live streaming tonight in all of our platforms. Welcome to another Monday Night Live where we are talking all things business funding. I want to show you how to access funding in your business name. Do me a favor, take a moment and share the broadcast again. Drop a fire in the chat again if you're coming back in for the second time. All right, for the second time. And tonight, I'm going to share with you guys how I've been able to help fund over $100 million in business funding. All right, just in the last 2 years. Somebody was like, Brianna, how many years? What's the time lapse on that? 2 years. The last 2 years, we've been able to help fund over $100 million in business funding. I've helped fund businesses, regular businesses, startup businesses. I help fund nonprofit organizations. I've helped fund churches and religious organizations. I help fund people with non-traditional lending, which is what I really want to talk about tonight. I help fund people with traditional lending, with free business funding, so many different ways that you can get funding for your business. And tonight I'm going to share with you why. Now, I know there's a lot of talk going on about the government freezing the funds and things of that nature. But what I love about the strategies that I have, especially in the business funding blueprint, well, the funding blueprint, is that it's not based on government money alone. All right. So for those people who are saying, well, I got to wait until everything's changing with what's happening at the White House. No, you absolutely don't. Okay. You can actually still get approved for business funding, okay, in your business name. So what I want you to do, guys, is get a pen and get a piece of paper because you're definitely going to want to take notes tonight, all right? Because what I'm going to share with you guys is my proven methods, okay? My secrets to getting approved for business funding in your business name, all right? One of my clients have got $90,000. Another client has got over $1 million. I have another client who just received $22,000. Today I was working on a business proposal for $100,000 funding loan with little to no. Matter of fact, this person got a no credit check proposal for their loan that they're going after with one of the lenders I'm going to share with you guys tonight. There's so many ways to get funding. And a lot of people say, well, Brianna, I can't get funding unless my personal credit is good. That is not true. There's so many other ways you can get approved for business funding. But the problem is a lot of people just don't want to do the work. Can we just be honest? A lot of people don't want to do the work. They don't want to do what it takes to get approved for business funding 100% in their business name, not based on their personal credit. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but what I am telling you is that it's possible, all right? All you need is the right strategies. All you need is the right mechanisms, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys tonight. For those of you who do not know, my name is Brianna Anderson, successful entrepreneur. I was awarded for removing over $3 million of debt from credit reports back in 2020. Not only that, but I've helped fund over $100 million in funding. That's combined. That's funding from credit cards. That's funding from real estate capital, mortgage lending, helping people get approved for their homes. Also, that's traditional lending. So your bigger banks, your Chase, your PNC, non-traditional lending, that's community funding, business loans, business grants, and personal capital. All of that combined, documented, has really been over $100 million. And I'm pretty sure I tell people a lot, it's much more than that. But I like to only celebrate what I can document, right? And from our testimonies, from our clients, from people over the last couple of years, 100% is literally just being what I can document, which is $100 million. So I'm excited by that. That's still a huge accomplishment. Most people don't even see $100 million in funding, let alone in 2 years. All right. And so for those of you who are watching tonight, my goal is simply to equip you with the strategies you need to secure business funding. And that's it. I want you to be able to start your dream business. I want you to be able to scale your current business. I want you to be able to invest in life-changing opportunities and build lasting wealth. Like, that is my sole purpose for you guys. My sole purpose is for you guys to understand that business funding is 100% available, all right? It's available, and you can use what's called OPM, other people's money. Now, a lot of people say, well, Brianna, I'm scared to use other people's money. Oh, I've heard so many blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you guys something. You want to build wealth in today's world, you're going to have to start using other people's money, okay? If you didn't come from a rich family, but you want a rich family to come from you, you're going to have to use OPM, other people's money. It's just simple and plain, guys. And what I mean by that is you cannot be afraid to do what the wealthy does, okay? The wealthy have no problem using OPM. The wealthy has no problem going to the bank, getting approved for millions of dollars in loans and funding to start businesses. They do not use their personal money. And one of the biggest mistakes we've made is using our personal funds to build our business, okay? That's a no-no, all right? And so tonight, I want to show you the exact same strategies that we personally use to obtain a fundable credit score. We've used these strategies tonight. If you don't have a fundable business credit score, I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? We've used these same strategies to get approved for funding to start multiple businesses. I've had a car rental business. I've had an Airbnb business. I have a real estate business currently. I invest in a lot of wealth generating opportunities. I invest in a lot of different things using OPM, other people's money, all right? Here's a picture right here of my husband and I leveraging a $5,000 0% APR business credit card to surprise him with the Airbnb for Father's Day a couple of years ago. 100% in his business name. What I did was create a new LLC. I used the same exact steps I'm going to share with you guys tonight. I got approved for a $5,000 0% APR credit card for the first 15 months. Why is that important? I'm going to share with you guys why. Because some of the credit cards that you're going after, some of the lenders that you're going after, they're not suitable for your type of business. So why I did this was that so no matter how the Airbnb business went, I didn't have to worry about paying any interest on nothing that I spent for over 15 months, okay? That was a strategy. Not only that, guys, but I use these same methods to start my car rental business, okay? Literally, I got approved. There you go right there for a $35,000 check. I went and picked up that check, took that check, and went and bought 2 vehicles. These 2 vehicles, guys, were bringing the bill on the vehicles was only about $150 per month. We were renting the vehicles for $100 an hour. So what does that tell you? After 3 hours, we already had made a couple of months payment for one rental. In one rental, 3 hours. And so I'm here to tell you guys, it's really not about, the problem is not getting access to funds, okay? That's really not the problem. The problem is knowing what to do with the funds when you get it, okay? Not only that, I've helped guided hundreds of individuals of duplicating my exact same strategies. And guess what, guys? These strategies work, okay? And so for those of you who are joining me tonight, I want to share with you who's gonna benefit from this information, because everybody is not gonna benefit. Everybody don't need business funding. Everybody's not trying to go to the next level. Everybody don't need to invest in income producing opportunities. Maybe, you're an employee and you're good. But there's some people like the visionary entrepreneur. Okay, you're somebody, you got great business ideas, but you really lack the capital to bring that idea to life. Even if your credit's not perfect, I'm going to show you tonight through this free training how you can access funding to turn your vision into a thriving business, okay? Maybe you're that business owner and you're ready to scale. Your business is growing, but the next level is going to require capital. It's going to require you hiring a team. It's going to require you investing in marketing and investing in your operations. Well, I'm going to share with you tonight how this strategy on getting funding will help you reach that same goal, okay? Maybe you're the investor looking to level up. You see opportunities everywhere. Maybe you want to get into real estate. Maybe you want to invest in stocks and all of these different wealth building ventures, but your credit is bad. You can't get approved for anything, and you don't know the end time strategy on funding. This is what I want to make clear, guys. Things in our world change every single day, okay? Period. Things change every single day. And I'm telling you guys right now, we are in a new way to access funding. And if you don't know how to access funding, guess what's going to happen, guys? You're going to be so behind, all right? If you're that hustler, you're that person that's still working that full-time job, but you're ready to go 100% CEO, entrepreneur, and you want to take that leap of faith, but you don't have the funds to do so, I am going to show you how, all right? One thing I've learned, guys, about business funding is this. You have to know when was your aha moment, okay? Like my aha moment was literally when I realized that it's easier to get approved for $50,000 than it is to save $50,000. And I know it's going to take a lot of y'all another type of mindset to understand that, but it's the absolute truth. It is easier to get approved for $50,000 than it is to save your way to $50,000, okay? Try to calculate saving $50,000 and tell me, watch this, tell me how long it's going to take you, okay? It's going to take you a pretty long time. And this is how funding was kind of reintroduced to me, okay? Because I came from a family that says, don't use your credit cards. Don't go into debt. I came from that type of family, right? And so I had to unlearn, to relearn everything I had been taught about money. And one of the things that I learned is that it's easier to just get approved for it. Just like my client Angela, approved for $43,000 for her brand new food truck. I met Miss Angela. Miss Angela told me, she said, I'm afraid to do any type of applications. I just don't know how it's gonna work out. But guess what? It worked out in her favor. She was approved for $43,000. Mr. Davis here is another business credit client. He was approved for $35,000 for his construction business, okay? Then we got Miss Stephanie. Miss Stephanie was approved for $300,000. No credit check. I want you guys to understand this. It's not just based on your personal credit, which is why I want you guys to stay to the end. Some of you all are letting your personal credit stop you, and it's only because you are going to the wrong bank to get access to the money, all right? Most of you guys know Dr. Jewel Tanker. Dr. Jewel Tanker was able to get approved for a $100,000 check that within 24 hours on the same day. She used that $100,000 and went and purchased an entire apartment building. Guys, the name of the game is called leverage, okay? Tonight is the number one lesson I want you to learn is how to leverage. Somebody drop in the chat leverage. Come on, drop in the chat leverage. I need to learn how to leverage. Leverage is, thank you. Leverage is going to take my business to the next level. Leverage is going to give me the business funding and the capital that I need. Leverage is going to allow me to get the money to invest in that income producing asset. The name of the game is leverage. All right. And so one of the ways that you can leverage OPM, other people's money, is through multiple types of financing and funding, okay? The first one I want to share with you is called pre-bankable funding, okay? And I want you to go in this order because it's a reason why you need to know the order of funding, okay? This is what's called your low-end funding when it comes to pre-bankable funding, okay? This is more so your low-end funding. This is the funding that you get when you're just getting started in your business. Maybe your credit score is not that good. This is for non-traditional lenders. This is like your credit cards, business-to-business funding, line of credit, revenue-based lending, merchant advances. Now, one of the things I can give you an example, I have used this type of funding when I could not get approved for real funding. Like I really use pre-bankable funding. I got funding through Square. I remember my first Square loan was like $12,000. And then I kept doing it over and over again. I got funding through Shopify. Shopify started offering me $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. And guess what started happening? I kept getting approved for what's called merchant advances, like PayPal. They have a merchant advance loan where they see what type of business you have and they offer you cash in advance. And so, these are your loans that are typically your higher interest. They have a shorter repayment time. You really can't get large amounts of money, but guess what? At least you can get some money. I mean, what would you do with a couple $1,000? I know me, $10,000, guys, it helped me go a long way. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, it did. It helped me go a long way. And so this is what's called pre-bankable funding, okay? Pre-bankable funding. Now, you have your bankable funding as well, okay? Your bankable funding is funding from your traditional lenders, okay? Your traditional lenders. Hold on one second, guys. Let me see something here. Bam. Okay, yeah, this is funding from your traditional lenders, all right? This is the goal, all right? When I say goal, this is the goal. This is how you get multiple lines of credit at one time. These are your 0% interest credit cards, okay? These are your low interest installment loans. These are your huge approved lines of credit, okay? This is why. This should be your goal. It's not about where you end, it's where you start, okay? And I like to show people that you can actually build a fundable system, all right, where you can start getting approved for wherever you are. Maybe you can't get approved for pre-bankable funding right now, okay? Maybe your business doesn't qualify. Maybe your personal credit doesn't qualify, but maybe you qualify for pre-bankable. Maybe you don't qualify for bankable, but you can work your way into qualifying, okay? So the goal should be, guys, when we're talking about business funding, the goal should be to get here. This is the goal, bankable funding, all right? Then we have our private funding. This is your community finances. These are those lenders that will give you credit and loans and capital and funding with little to no credit score, okay? They are not solely based on credit. They are based on the impact of your business to the local community. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. There were over $3 trillion funded just last year, for private funding, community funding. And most people don't even know that these lenders exist. I have been charged for this year to share with you guys how to get approved for this type of funding right here. If credit scores are your problem, I'm telling you right now, it will not be a problem when it comes to community lending. Private-based lending is little to no credit required. They will approve you for micro and jumbo loans. What's micro? Anything up to $10,000. What's jumbo? Up in the millions, okay? Little to no collateral required. It's really like your bid. Everybody has different stipulations in this type of funding right here, but mostly they're really for minority business owners, women-owned business owners. They are for those who have just started their business. You need startup capital. Maybe you need working capital, real estate development, investing. That's what these type of lenders are for. And they're available in all 50 states. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. This right here, just private funding, these lenders right here, they're worth millions of dollars. And what I mean by that is just having access, knowing where to go to get this type of lending, guys, is 100% priceless, okay? And then we got our free funding. We got funding that don't need to be paid back. This is our loan, our business grants. This is what's called free business funding, okay? Doesn't have to be repaid. One thing about this type of funding, though, is very competitive, okay? You're going to have to get in line to apply. You're going to have to meet the need of that person that company that's giving that grant. So it's more competitive, but it's still available, right? It's more challenging. It's a longer waiting process. There's very specific usage of how you can use these funds. But guess what? It's still funding available. And I like to tell people, would you rather say, yes, taking me 30 days, 2 months to get approved or apply for $100,000 in free funding, $20,000 in grants? Would you rather keep saying, I'd rather just not do what I really want to do? Or would you say, you know what, I'm going to buckle down, get the information, do the work that's needed to get access to free business funding? I mean, this is funding, guys, that don't even have to be repaid, okay? So how do you access these? How do you access pre-bankable funding, bankable funding? How do you access community funding, free business funding? Number one, you need a funding-friendly business, okay? You need a funding-friendly business. Number two, you need a business credit report that has aged history. And here's the thing, guys, to accelerate your funding opportunities, not only would you need a good business report, but when it comes to the traditional bankable lending, you're going to need good personal credit as well, okay? Period. But there are ways around that, okay? There are ways around that. So number one, you're going to definitely need a funding-friendly business. Number two, you're going to need an aged business credit report, okay? And number three, you need speed. What speed? You are going to need to 100% take action. Now, a lot of people say, well, Brianna, how do I get a funding-friendly business? Well, I'm so glad you asked. That's what my strategy is. That's what the method is. That's what our system is. And remember, a system stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. Our system is a step-by-step process. Our system to get funding is a formula. It's a framework. It's things working together all at one time to get a collective goal. You know, and that's just like all of our clients here. These clients here that you see on the stream, these are clients that started with us. They didn't know what to do, right? But guess what happened? They started learning our formula, and now what's happening now? They are getting approved for funding. And so there are 4 reasons you are not funded yet. Okay, number one, if your personal credit is horrible, so you've given up on all the chances needed to get funding. Number two, you didn't know a lot of the funding opportunities I know exist. And so you just really been applying at your local banks, praying you get approved, racking up those hard inquiries, and you get nothing. All right. Also, number three, you don't have a solid business structure. You haven't taken time to really build a fundable, friendly business. Okay. And so lenders don't see you as fundable. Okay, they're going right past your business to the next. And number four, you're just afraid. Okay, either you're afraid of being denied or you're afraid of success. You are afraid that your dreams and your goals will actually work. Whatever it is, guys, I want you to know tonight that you have the power to choose your journey. Okay, a lot of people are going to choose the journey of keep being denied. A lot of people are going to keep joining these free trainings and these free webinars, wondering if the information is true or not. You're going to keep being tricked by these online gurus telling you, do this, do that, do this, with no proof or results or even no track record or of success. But many of you guys who joined tonight, you're going to access my Business Funding Accelerator program. You're going to want to get access to the step-by-step roadmap to secure funding for your business, even if you've been told no by lenders. Guys, this is the exact process that I've used to help my clients get millions in funding. All right. I help them take control of their financial future. I help them know where to go to get the funding. That's what I love. This is what this funding system includes, because it's not a book. It's an entire funding system. Number one, you're going to get the ultimate funding system in this accelerator program. You're going to get the detailed process on how to complete applications for specific banks and maximize your approval chances. You're going to learn my proven strategies on leveraging banking relationships to get approved instead of going through the internet, okay? I'm going to show you my inside secrets on how to credit stack, how to get approved for multiple lines of credit using minimum hard inquiries, okay? I'm going to show you my step-by-step system to ensure you never miss another funding opportunity again. Guys, it's not a book, it's not a guide. It is a program showing you actual steps, but that's not all. I also included the Business Credit Blueprint. The Business Credit Blueprint is a program that's going to show you how to not take years to get a fundable business. With this blueprint, you're going to learn how to create a strong business credit report in 30 days, not 1 year, not net 30 accounts. I'm going to give you access to primary trade line accounts that you can immediately set up on your business credit report today and apply for funding in a week. And it's going to look like you have been handling large sums of money by way of your business credit report for years. All right. I'm going to give you my strategies on how you can build credibility with lenders to make your business more attractive for funding. Some of you all, if the banks are not calling you, okay, if you're not in their algorithm where they say, hey, Miss Brianna Anderson, I see you got such and such business. Looks like I can get you approved for $40,000, $50,000, $100,000. Your business looks great in our system. If you are not getting those calls, you do not have a funded friendly business. But there is more. I wanted to add our AI credit repair software for free because I realized that everybody's goal is to get to that place where they can get bankable funding. And we don't want credit to be what's stopping you. So our AI system will repair your credit for free. Credit repair just got smarter, guys. With this AI system, in 30 seconds, it's going to identify the errors and the negatives that's on your credit report. It's going to identify those errors. It's going to create your dispute letters. It's going to electronically submit those disputes electronically to the credit bureaus for you. It is really like a credit repair company in your pocket. Guys, I put this all power pack just for you, all right? And for those who are part of the Funding Accelerator, when you join and you want my funding team to handle all of your personal and business funding applications for you, we have a system where we can do that for you. But it's only for those who are in the Accelerator program who qualifies. So if you jump in the program and you say, wow, this is really a lot of information. Like, I don't have the time, the resources to do this by myself. We're going to handle it for you if you qualify, but you must be in the Business Funding Accelerator program. Guys, all of this is only $497. All right. I don't know where you can go where you can access millions of dollars of banking and funding information for your business, not connected to your personal credit score at all, for only $497, and you're going to get lifetime access. Now, let me just say, if you see here, a lot of our testimonies, one of our clients got approved for business funding, bought a Range Rover, bought a Tesla, started a car rental business. Here's another client approved for a $1 million grant for 5 years in her mental health counseling business. Can I tell you guys, the money is there? Okay, the money is there. The resources are there. All you need is the system. And tonight you can access the Funding Accelerator program for only $497. And if you want to take advantage and be one of those to secure your spot in our Business Funding Accelerator program, I want you to comment, to inbox me or DM me the word Funding Accelerator, right? Here's our Funding Accelerator program. If I could just go through and share with you all pieces of this program is power packed. I show you how to get approved from each bank. I show you data points. What are data points? Data points is what credit bureau the company pulls from, what credit score that company is looking for. I show you how to get approved for grants. Where are the grants that's giving out money to women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses? Where are the grant companies that's giving money on a monthly basis? how to write a grant proposal. I show you how to find community lenders, those who are giving out $100,000, $250,000, millions of dollars in community funding to your business, no matter your credit score. I show you all of that in the Funding Accelerator program. We are excited. The program has amazing testimonies from the members thus far. We just launched in January. We are still very much, guys, in our soft launch, which is why you can still access this information for only $497. Don't forget to comment the word accelerator. DM me the word, inbox me the word accelerator so that I can send you your access link. All right. Well, guys, this wraps up tonight's free training. I am Brianna Anderson. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope I shared some information to share with you how much funding is available right now. And if you are not getting funding to start your business, if you're at a place where you've reached a glass ceiling where you can't go any further because funding is holding you back, maybe you don't understand information that I went over tonight. Maybe you want to hop on the phone. That's great. I want to hop on the phone with you. Comment the word accelerator. Why? We're going to send you a link to jump on the call with my funding team so that you can find out how we can get you approved for multiple lines of funding. All right. Again, guys, my name is Brianna Anderson. It has been amazing with you guys tonight. I pray you have an amazing Monday, a great week. Let's pop off successful in Jesus' name. God bless you.